my crafty friends, it's Tiffany, and I'm here today to introduce you to all the buddy bags that are gonna work great for storing your ink pads. This is Merle. How do I know it's Merle? Because her name is right here. Here's my first tip for you today. This is off the packaging for the buddy bag. Once you start using buddy bags, you are gonna love them, but you're not gonna remember their names. So cut the name tag off the bag, off the packaging, put it in the bag, and then you'll always remember which bag is which when you're ready to reorder that next bag. So Merle is designed to hold your distress inks. Her twin sister Edna, same length, width, height. Only difference with Edna and Merle are these end straps, so you can use either Edna or Merle for your distress inks. You can fit up to 18 of them in there, so it's a perfect solution. And if you're thinking, oh, I need to have my inks flat, all you have to do is stand up your bag and now your inks are flat. So really easy. And again, you're gonna get 18 of those distress inks in your Merle buddy bag. Okay, next from Distress Inks, we have some bigger brands of ink pads, right? Again, I've got the name tag here, Leanne, so I can remember who she is. And those bigger ink pads are gonna fit in there also. So if you are using the bigger, thicker ink pads, you're gonna get somewhere between 18 and 20 in the Leanne buddy bag. Now let's talk about the popularity of these little guys, the oval ink pads, right? So in the oval ink pads as well as the rectangle ink pads, you are gonna love those in our Stephanie buddy bag. Now Stephanie has 4 little individual boxes, and that's what keeps those all segmented off. Again, keeping them flat, you're just gonna roll that bag over. In your Stephanie buddy bag, you are gonna find these little white paper stickers. What are those for? Those are the perfect way to label your ink pads so you can see what color the ink is, even though you're not looking down at the top of it. So you'll notice this little hole at the top. This is how you're gonna pull those little ink pads up and down, in and out of your Stephanie buddy bag. Now you're gonna get somewhere between 6 and 7 ink pads in each section. It just depends on the brand of ink and how thick the ink pad is, but it's a perfect way to sort, store, and organize 24 to 28 of your favorite ink pads, again, in the rectangle or the oval shape. You're gonna love this bag for all of those ink pads. What about your babies? What about your little guys? How are you gonna keep control of those? What I've got here, these are both the Shelly buddy bag, and the Shelly buddy bag, this one I sort of mixed and matched so you could see how those little ink pads stack up in there. So these are the teardrops. These are the square inks. So in the teardrops, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, you're gonna get 16. In the square inks, you're gonna get more like 20, I'm gonna say 24 if you stack them on top of each other. So it doesn't matter what the brand is, right? All of them are the same size. So you've got them facing forward there, facing the top here, so you can see on both sides of the bag what the colors are and what is in that bag. So your small ink pads are gonna go in your Shelly buddy bag. Now these are like the Catherine Pooler small ink pads, and I've got 8 of them in this Shelly buddy bag. And I've also been able to slide in let me pull this out here. So this is the ink that goes with this dauber, and I'm able to store the ink and the dauber together right here in the bag, and then close it up nice and tight. Everything stays in there nice and neat and secure, but you've got both the dauber and the ink pad together. So the Shelly buddy bag, perfect for your smaller inks. You're gonna love her for keeping all of those little things corralled and at your fingertips. Then all we have left to worry about is your Reinkers. This is the Teresa buddy bag. This is the back side. She's gonna hold 10 of your Reinkers. So it doesn't matter what brand they are. All these little 1-ounce bottles are gonna fit in there with no problem. And again, you're gonna be able to get 10 of those in your Teresa buddy bag.